Hi there, Virgos. Welcome to your November 2014 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Just want to remind you really quickly to check out the video for your rising sign as well if you know it. That can give you some more information on what other areas and issues you may be dealing with in November. It can also clarify some things that may be a little unclear in this very general sun sign reading. Of course, if you have any issues or areas of concern that you would like to discuss with me, I'd be happy to take a look at your particular situation. I do readings on Skype. They are $65 for a 30-minute session. If you want to set up an appointment, just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video, and we'll get you scheduled. But let's jump into November for you, Virgos, and see what you're going to be dealing with. Okay, and let's just lay out the tarot cards. Okay, Virgo. Well, it looks like your challenge for the month of November may be that you are concerned about, for some of you, you may be concerned about a child. This could be your child. It could be a niece, a nephew. It could be a child in your class if you're a teacher. This is coming up as a Page of Cups. So normally, this is a child that is a water sign. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be. It could just be a child with those traits. Water sign children are usually a bit more introspective. They're normally very creative, but they are also very intuitive. These are the kind of children that, talk to spirits sometimes. That just came to me. So I don't know which one of you Virgos is dealing with a water sign child who is talking to grandma or talking to grandpa. Don't be concerned about that if that's the case. You may be a little taken aback by something they tell you in November. But, don't let that frighten you. Don't let that frighten you. It really is the person that they say it is. Children are very connected to the other side. They haven't yet forgotten, their spirit life before they came into this one. So they're very connected to the other side. And it's very easy, a lot easier for spirits to talk to them. So it's just very easy to connect to their energy. So don't be freaked out if that's how this is manifesting. For some of you, that may be the challenge. It's just like, oh my God, I'm going to ignore this. There's no need to ignore it, and don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Yes, it's different, but there's nothing wrong with your child. There's really not. This is, it may be something that sticks around as they get older, and it may not. I mean, maybe this is just going to be a psychic child. So, that's actually going to be a help, not a hindrance. So, for some of you, you may be concerned about how a legal case is going to affect your child. So maybe some of you are dealing with custody issues. Maybe you're going through a divorce and dealing with that, and you're just concerned. But it looks like the child is coming up in the upright here, so they're going to be all right. Sure, it'll be an adjustment if that's what you're dealing with, but it's just going to be, it will gradually turn out for the better, and they will gradually adjust. So it seems like they will be actually a lot happier with that situation. So if you've been concerned about, because a lot of people will put off their own happiness and stay with someone for the sake of the children, but the thing is that seeing mommy and daddy fighting and unhappy all the time is not good for children either. So honestly, I feel like you will get confirmation in November, Virgo, if that is a recent decision that you made, it's going to be fine. Now, for some of you, you may receive a message of love. This does not have to be a child. This could also be a message of love or flirting, or and this could be somebody that you have had a very this is a karmic relationship. So if you meet someone new in November, it's going to be very much kind of that instant connection kind of vibe, where you feel like you've known this person for a long time, but you know you've just met. That kind of thing. It's because you've had a past life together, or past lives. Normally way more than one or two past lives. So yeah, there could be an instant karmic connection going on. For some of you, this may be your spirit guide. And, you know, they're really going to be, maybe some of you are trying to explore that. Maybe you've been getting more in touch with your spirituality and you are trying to get in touch with your spirit guide, but maybe because this is coming up in your challenge, you're frustrated. You don't feel like you're getting the answers that you need. Keep trying in November, because I think you're going to get the communication that you want. Okay? And same thing if this is a child. If you're like, you're asking them questions, but they're not really wanting to give you answers, because again, normally a water sign child is the more introspective child, more quiet child. Not always, but usually. So I feel like you will eventually get the answers that you want. Just, ask, and then if they don't want to talk about it, give them a week or two, and then approach it again in a different way. That's what they're saying. Don't ask the same question. Ask it in a different way. 'Cause maybe it's just the way you frame the question that's going to cause you to get the answer that you want. Those of you who have been waiting on a message regarding a legal case, I do feel like for a lot of you, you may get an answer in November. If there are delays, it's almost like with this rune, it's kind of like things have to come to fruit in their own time. So, stressing about it, worrying about it, it's not going to do any good. It's just going to worry you even more, stress you out even more. So do it for the, and I understand those things are stressful, but do whatever you can do to kind of think about other things, indulge in other things, things that make you happy. I feel like a lot of you will be taking new action when it comes to moving your life forward in a completely different direction. So with the Ace of Rods, I mean, that's action. That's new beginnings. I don't know if you can see that this far away, but it's the Ace of Rods. And yeah, I see a lot of you really going off in a new direction. Now, for some of you, this may have something to do with publishing, communications, IT, because you also have the Eight of Wands as, what has to be accepted about November. So yeah, maybe you're looking to start your own social media marketing business. Maybe you are looking to start your own clothing line, and you're going to put your own website on the internet. So yeah, a lot of different ways that this can work, Virgo. And yeah, they're saying November's the month to take action. You've been in a holding pattern for long enough, even though maybe, you have a court case or whatever that is still up in the air. Don't let that stop you. Because I feel like there are a lot of actions you can take in November. And whatever question you have, whatever communication you're waiting on in November, you're going to get it, and it's going to be a yes. Okay? So, yeah. Don't stress over that too much. Some of you may be making renovations to your home. Maybe you recently moved into a new home or are getting ready to. You're going to have a lot of ideas about that, taking a lot of action on that. And I feel like you are making something your dream home. So you're either going to buy your dream home or you're going to make something your dream home. Honestly, Virgo, in November, people may try to throw problems in your way, delay, and this may be going back to a court case or a karmic situation that is being worked out. This doesn't always have to be legal stuff. That's the mundane meaning, but it can also be a karmic relationship. Maybe it's a relationship you left. If those of you that are involved in a custody thing, you've got both going on, maybe legal stuff and karmic stuff. Also, this does not have to be a romantic relationship. This can be a family relationship. This can be a relationship with your child. This could be a friendship, a coworker, anybody that you have had conflict with, and you are, taking steps to either rectify that, to get away from it, to leave it behind. Anybody that tries to kind of hurt you or say hurtful things to you, whether it's electronically, because I feel like for some of you it will be maybe some negative talk or gossip, and it may come to you through Facebook or social networking on the internet, something like that. or through an email or a text message. What your guides are saying, don't even bother responding, or send it to your lawyer if it's your ex or somebody that you have a court case with. Let your lawyer handle it. Don't even respond, because you're going to be busy making your home, your family, making things you want it to be. For a lot of you, you may be inspired from the past. So you may be decorating your home in a way that's very traditional, or you may just be, maybe you like a certain historical time period and you are adding elements of that into your home. Because I'm seeing that very kind of old antique kind of furniture, those very beautiful like velvet couches, the wooden couches, you know what I'm talking about, and they'll have like the red velvet cushions and things. So a lot of you may be antiquing and looking for some really awesome furniture, either to redecorate your home or change things up. Or to add to your new home if you've recently moved or will soon be moving. So that's going to be very blessed for you in November, Virgo. I feel like you can find a lot of great pieces. You can find, you're going to enjoy kind of throwing yourself into, you know, paint colors and swatches. And I see you just kind of buried in these swatches of different colors that you're going to do with your house. But yeah, a lot of you, this does seem to have to do with remaking a property in some way or dealing with property issues. And those things are very well starred for you in November, Virgo. So yeah, you are, it's been a gradual thing, but a lot of you, I think November, I mean, you've passed that turning point. For a lot of you, maybe it was October or earlier, because I'm recording these in October, so I'm still kind of in the midst of that heavy energy that is October. But November for you, Virgo, looks to be about, you've already turned that corner. So I feel like most of you did it in October during the eclipses or did it earlier. And now you're just kind of, you know, peace is being restored is what they're saying. Peace is restored. You know, whatever needed to be worked out is either in the midst of being worked out or it has been worked out. And you may be waiting for one final decision. You may be waiting for one final act in the play, so to speak. I'm getting a lot of messages for Virgo. So yeah, I'm just kind of spitting them out as they come to me. But you're in this gradual phase of regaining your life. Your life. You're not someone else's. You are regaining your place. And I feel like a lot of you you didn't know where that was for a while. And now you're back in it and it feels good. And you're leaving the past behind. You're no longer looking to the past, particularly with emotions. The past is the past. You're looking forward. You're looking for whatever new is coming into your life. And for a lot of you, there's a new relationship, but I feel like you may be hesitant. Maybe it's too soon. Maybe some of you are not quite ready for that. And for others of you, this is just your spirit guide. You know, you got a lot of protection, a lot of guidance from spirit in November, Virgo. And it's, you know, not that they haven't been there through the difficult times, they have, but it's just kind of easier to get in touch with those things in more peaceful environments. And when there's less stress, which oddly enough, when do we need them the most? When there's stress. But sometimes our mind in those periods, when those things are going on and there's a lot of conflict, our minds are so all over the place that we can't calm them enough to hear the messages, or we're so busy thinking we're not observant of the signs that they're sending us. But I think in November, if you ask for a sign from your spirit guides that you are on the right path, Virgo, I think that you will get it. And I think that you will get it in a big way. And really good month for you. I'm so happy because Virgo, you have not had an easy year, but November, I think you've turned that corner, kids. And it's looking pretty good for you. So definitely post up in the comments. Let me know at the end of November how that worked out for you. I'm always interested in hearing that kind of feedback and how these energies manifested in your life personally. So let me know. As always, again, if you want to schedule a consultation about how this plays out for you in a very specific way, just drop me a line. But I will see you back here in December.